Hey guys, this is Dimitri with Joe's Gaming and Electronics, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to replace the hinge and the hinge swivel on the left side of your Sony ULT Wear 900N. The tools that I'll be using to do this specific repair will be a 1.5mm Phillips screwdriver. I'll be using some fine nose tweezers, a 1.5mm flathead, a multi-variation of pry tools, as well as flux, because we will need to be doing some soldering, some heat tape, and a couple Q-tips, and some isopropyl alcohol. All the tools that you'll see me using in this video, we do have them available on our website. The link will be down in the description below, as well as we do sell the parts that I'll be showing you how to replace in this video. So the first thing that we're going to do is remove the ear pad on the left hand side. We'll use a pry tool. You just want to get underneath, pry it, and it'll come right off. Remove the cushion. Set these aside for now. Using our 1.5 Phillips, we're going to just remove these 4 screws closest to the speaker driver. Once all the screws are loose, go in with the tweezers and get them out of there. Alrighty, we could flip the headphones over. Just pop that up. And you could unplug the outside cover. Once that is done, we're going to remove this electrical or heat resistant tape. Apply some flux to the main wire. That's soldered onto the Bluetooth board, and we're going to proceed with unsoldering it, for lack of better terms. Once the first set of wires are unsoldered, I like to just twist them up into a bunch. It just makes it easier to determine color-wise what wires go on the bottom and then what group can go up top. Once that is done, you can peel the last bit of the heat tape. Proceed with the same steps. So you do not have to unsolder these 4 points right here. This is for the sensor, and then these are for the speaker driver. The only thing we need to remove is the main internal wires that are soldered to the Bluetooth board. Once those wires are unsoldered, we don't have to worry about bunching those. We know that those will be the first set that we solder back onto the Bluetooth board. But while we're at this stage, what I like to do is just clean up the solder points. So I'll add some flux on all the solder points, just kind of prep it for reassembly. And we're going to grab a Q-tip, dip it into some isopropyl, and just clean off the resin or the flux that's on here. Perfect. Once that is complete, we're gonna grab our Phillips screwdriver, remove these 2 little silver screws. And there is this gasket here. We'll be using our tweezers to lift up, peel it away, and this side should come up, and pop that out. Now we could set this aside. Flip the headphones over, remove this tab, pop this gasket off. You don't have to completely remove it, you just want to get it off of here so that we can free this guy up. And come in here, pry that up, remove this Phillips screw. And I'm just gonna go in with the flathead and just kind of pry around. Once these are freed up, instead of pulling it up, you're gonna want to just kind of jimmy it and pull it out. because it is on a tab. So right here, this tab, there's an opening for it in there. So if you pull it up, you're gonna break this tab, and then when you get to the reassembly process, you're gonna have some problems. Once that is done, we can just pull the wire out. We have a little metal horseshoe right here. It's got 2 holes. I'll just use my tweezers to prop it up, and with the flathead, we could extract the rest. Set that aside. Once that is removed, you can just pop this right off. If it breaks right here, this is the process to taking this off, and just stay tuned. I'll show you how to reassemble this part, but we're gonna go deeper to the swivel. Right here, we have a couple Phillips screws that we're going to remove as well.
Hey, this is Joe from the Sauna. If this video brought you value, please support us by buying parts, tools, refurbished electronics, or sending your device in for repair so we can keep offering you free repair tutorials. Back to the video.
Once those 2 screws are removed, you could just slide this out, and this is where this pry tool comes in handy. Pop it up like that and pry it right off. Now to get down to the actual swivel part, there's 2 more Phillips screws that we'll be removing right here, and then there's a couple more before we get to the nitty-gritty. That comes off. And if this ever breaks, the way to remove it is you have a screw right here, you have a screw right here. I guess removing it doesn't matter, you could just slide it off, but when you're installing this back on, it makes it a lot easier if you completely disassemble it. So we'll pull that screw out, come in, take this screw out as well, and this piece will come off like that, and you have a easier opening to get this wire in and out of the actual swivel piece itself. All right, so for the reassembly, once you get the wire pulled through, we'll take this tab, pop it back in, and secure it with the 2 little screws on each side. Once that is done, we'll take this piece right here where you have the 2 holes that are smaller up top. You just want to get them into these little pins right here. Once they're in, we could install the other 2 screws. And if you notice right here, there's a little groove. It's an opening. Usually on the main wire, there will be a marking. They always mark where the wire goes inside the groove. So what we'll do is we'll just pull the wire through up to that white mark, and then we'll just push that in, and it should sit in there pretty snug. In the last video, this part was kind of a pain in the butt, and I found that this works just as well. So if we just get one side in like so, and you push on the other side, it'll clip right in like that. Once we've done that, we'll bend this out and install the other 2 screws. Once those are installed, we'll grab, if this breaks, you're going to be installing a new one. So this is the process for that. Just run the wire through. Make sure you don't trap this little O-ring gasket. Line it up right there, and the little horseshoe swivel piece, we'll just pop it back in. You'll know that it's all the way in when you see the little opening for this part that we're going to be installing. Install the main wire back into place, and where the wire goes, there's grooves for it, so just make sure that it's pushed in snug where all the grooves go. And this piece, we'll just set it right there, slide it up, clip the ends into place, and secure it with the Phillips screw up top. Once that is done, we can flip it over. The last piece that we're installing is this tab before we do any soldering. So what we'll do is we'll install this side first. Just want to come in there, line it up, push it in, and then right here you push this down, secure it with the 2 silver screws. And now we are ready to solder our wires. So before we do any soldering, I'll add a little bit of flux to the solder points. This will help the wires bond to the solder points a lot better, and it'll just give you a cleaner solder in general. And now we are going to solder. This is where the tweezers come in handy. Once the first set of wires are soldered, I grab a Q-tip, dip it in some isopropyl, just clean flux out. You don't have to do this. I do this because it's just a lot faster. I'll just hit it with the heat gun just to kind of dry it. The only reason why you want it nice and dry is we're gonna add this heat resistant tape over all those contact points. You want to add this because if you solder the top of wires and they end up bending over and touching any of those connection points, your headphones are going to malfunction and they're just not going to work properly. So we're going to add a strip of tape. You want it to be clean and dry, otherwise the tape is not going to want to adhere. And now we will solder the last few wires on. See, I didn't clean it well on the end, so this tape isn't wanting to stick as well as it should. So before we solder the last set of wires, I'm going to add some flux to these points. And we'll do the same thing. Once we're done soldering all of these, grab a Q-tip, clean the residue, make sure it's dry. Once the tape is on there, there's a little groove for the wire. Just push the wire in there, like so. Take our cup, plug that back into the Bluetooth board and just place it over the top, line it up. Oh, first things first, can't forget, we need to install this gasket. So we'll unplug this, get this gasket installed. Now that the gasket is installed, we could plug this in and place it over the top. Now we are ready to put the 4 screws in that we removed in the very beginning. Once the 4 screws are installed, we'll take our cushion, put it back into place, and with the ear pad, if you notice right here, the tab is straight in the middle. This one is off to the left, so you just kind of look at the ear pad, flip it over, make sure that the tabs line up, put it over the top and just push down. You'll hear it clip into place and give it a tug, then you know that the earpad is secured, and that is how you replace the hinge and the hinge swivel on your Sony ULT Wear 900N. Once again, all the tools that you saw me using in this video, we do have them available on our website. The link will be down in the description below, as well as we now stock the parts necessary for this repair as well. The links will all be down in the description. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching the video, guys. If you guys love what we do, please support us. You guys can click on the links that we have on the end screen. You guys can buy our parts, sales, or service so we can continue to make great videos for you guys for many more years. Thank you.